Hello everybody, welcome to Season 7 on the journey that we've partaken in from Championship Manager 97-98. Right at the bottom, making our way to the top, we have a playlist of all the videos, if you might want to dip in and see how it went. But we've made it to the Premier League in Season 5. We've had 2 seasons of keeping Portsmouth up, with not a lot of help from the transfer market. We're having to buy potential players rather than established players. That's not a gripe, it's just a fact. And now we embark on Season 7. We've made a few transfers. We've done our best in the market in the summer, and I think we've picked up a few more experienced players than we did in the previous summer. So we've brought in, we paid $5 million for this guy. He looks pretty good. He can play sweeper or defensive midfielder. There's some more in here. This one's a bit of a worry. I paid $2.6 million for this guy. He's had an excellent season with Stoke and was highly rated. Now his value's gone down. There's 2 big clubs sniffing after him, and he has a big club release clause which I cannot get out of. So there's always that worry. But you can't just not make deals because they have a release clause, or you'd never buy anybody. So there's the new squad. We brought in a couple of Italian players again that came up. Morfeo from Milan and Carbone from Juventus. And PSV's Turpin. We've got some good stats there. So had to say goodbye to a few players as well. But enough of that. Enough of the past. We've got 4 foreign players now, so I'm going to have to do a bit of juggling. But Milosevic is on the transfer list. That's not to say we won't include him where we can, but he's got competition on his side of the pitch now, so no bids, no interest in him yet. But you never know what's going to happen. So Coventry at home is the first fixture, and then we really have a tough list here. None of these away games are going to be easy. Middlesbrough, Arsenal, Man United, and then home games: Everton, Villa, Newcastle, the champions, Liverpool, Tottenham away. I mean, no easy games anyway, but quite a tough start. So on with the show. Coventry at home in the first game. Similar squad to us as far as value is concerned, a bigger squad, and there'll be no current form, so pressing done when I thought we weren't in team selection mode, but we are, so let's make sure we do this properly. Marshall in goal. Didn't seriously add to our right back. We've got 4 right back options, but sticking with Weathers at the moment. He's 22, so we're looking for a step up this season. Talentire is the new. Well, firstly we've got to work out which formation we're going to play. Now we've bought some wide players. I was thinking we could go back to 4-4-2. We don't have an attacking midfielder in the centre, so I'm not going to try the diamond. Could still do 5-3-2. We do have Selemis still, but Talentire, I want to play at left back, so I think this is going to be a 4-4-2 to start off with. We don't have any attacking midfielders in the squad at all. We sold them all. We didn't find any suitable replacements, so we won't be. I think if we need to attack, we might have to go 4-3-3, or just hope the midfielders that we've got will not mind playing in a more attacking position. So yeah, Weathers at right back. We're going to move in Talentire for a debut at left back. Then we've got some good competition for places at centre back. We need a captain. Ryan is a 20. Harl is a 20. I've checked out. Talentire is 19, so he could captain the side, although he's only 23. So plenty of options there. Grimmink is 19 as well. So plenty of influence in the side, and there will be the captain options. So that means Ryan doesn't necessarily have to play, or that doesn't enhance his chances of being in the team. So we're going to go with Siren and Fontana. Fontana, slightly disappointing season last year, 684, not as good as his first year. Ryan's slightly better, to be honest. But we've got quite a young side, so a bit of experience of the 27-year-old and the 26-year-old in the centre of defence we'll go with. So midfield now, options. Turpin's a new signing. Simpson, though, will start the season. He did nothing wrong last season, so we've got Turpin could play on the left, but don't like defensive midfielders on the left and right unless they're wing backs, really. So we'll start him on the bench. Well, see, we've now got all these options. Should we play three in the middle? Because Grimmink is now an option. And if we play him and Simpson, we leave out Monaco, who was our other top player from last season. I don't want to leave him out in a 4-4-2 defensive, perhaps, yeah. So, what are we going to do here? We've got so many defensive midfield options now, which is good. So for this game, I think Grimmick's too good to leave out, whereas Turpin isn't. Simpson will be on the bench as well. So it's tempting to put three in midfield, isn't it? We could have Turpin as the left wing back. We've got Linton now as a right wing back, but he's a bit inexperienced. He's only 18. Might loan him out eventually. And we have three centre back options, don't we? Yeah, I think we need to accommodate three centre midfielders. And we want to accommodate Talentire as well, don't we? Let's start with a 4-4-2 in this, and these players will come in when their time's right. So we're going to go with Grimmink and Monaco to start the season. So who are the left and right options? We've got Salamis as a wide player, but we're not picking Milosevic. We're going to try one of our Italian players. We've got Morfeo, who's on quite a lot of money there, and Carboni's on even more. So we're going to start with Carboni on the right. And up front, I think we didn't add to our striking options, so that may be something we do later in the season if we have any money. We bought three players last season. It's probably the reason why, but we'll start with Harlan Parry, but we'll have Aloisi on the bench as our third foreigner. Substitutes: Ryan, Kerslake, Aloisi, Simpson, and Turpin. If we want to change, we've got changing our formation as an option. There's a reason for that, rather than Morfeo, who will doubtless come in at some point, and McDonald. Captain will be Hull for this one. Salamis can pop the corners in. Hull missed a penalty towards the end of the season. Harry's a bit young, but he's got shooting 20, so he should know where the goal is, really, shouldn't he? Do we have any set piece excerpts? Talentire says, "Keep me away." Grimmink fancies one though. So we'll go with that. 4-4-2, a passing style. Parry's quite a small striker. Off we go. Excuse me. I haven't seen Salamis score for a long time. But it's good we're starting on the front foot. Certainly going to be using the sweeping offensive away from home at the clubs that are better than us. 1-0, Parry, 3 minutes into the season. So those defensive central midfielders will certainly come into play. So we do need a strong centre midfield. Let's see if Coventry are about to hit back, or are we... They are. We seem to have defended most of that. Can we go back on the attack? No, we've got an injured defender. Didn't even receive a tackle, just fell over. So Jason Ryan straight back in. And he'll be out for at least 2 weeks. Hopefully not too much longer. Don't want Grimmick injured, that's for certain. Best if he turns out to be as good as he potentially looks. You know, we're not adding to this lead. Being pegged back a bit. Kincladze running the show for Coventry. We need to get through this period. Grimmick twice and doing some defensive work. If we can get to half time, perhaps we'll get a foothold back in the game for the second half. Yeah, 1-0, but stepped off the gas after we scored. So Talentire still yet to fit in. Grimmick already on an 8. So yeah, reasonable. Let's carry on. I'm struggling to put attacks together. I'm looking a bit better now. Always good for a striker to get his first goal in the season. Sometimes it can take quite a while to get that first goal. For Parry anyway. Reasonably comfortable at the moment. Here comes a sub. Should we defend the lead? Everyone's playing well except Harl's not quite on it. It's really a tricky one, this one. I've had both situations where you go defensive and they still score, and you think, why didn't I keep it as it was? We were playing well. And other times the sub was made, the goal goes in, and you think, why didn't I react? So, you know, I think we were playing okay. We were keeping Coventry at bay in the second half up to now. If they have a shot and don't score, I think we'll go defensive because there's a sign there on the attack. If they have a shot and score, well, which can happen, it happens. We made the right choice. Parry, a sharpshooter in his first game of the season. Probably get someone on now. Give someone a bit of everyone's up to the mark here. We could give Turpin a debut in the centre of midfield. For 15 minutes, I don't think it's worth it. Parry on a hat-trick now. He's got his hat-trick on the first day of the season. Well, I better check. Oh, cruelly denied by the linesman. I better check his contract to see if what clauses he's got. It's Harl who adds the third goal in the 90th minute. So that's good to get both strikers off the mark in the first game. But only setback as an injured defender. Yeah, a disastrous substitution for Coventry. But you never know how that's going to go. So we're second in the league, with Aston Villa leading us on alphabetical order. after one game. Club record attendance, we've expanded the stadium. A couple of weeks, that's the best you can ask for after a stretcher off incident. I was just going to check on Parry, wasn't I? Yeah, he could go if he carries on like that for not a lot of money. And we can't do anything about it. It's a long way to the transfer, the closing of the window in this. It's March in these days. It's only the foreign leagues that had the window. You get your squad ready for the season and then forget that you can just add to it whenever. So there's no real deadline in those days. So this will be another league game. They really packed the league games in at the start of the season. A couple of players not interested in leaving now. Kidd and Orford, as Newcastle made their players unavailable, which is fair enough. Middlesbrough away to a team with some better quality players than us. So is it time to get the sweeper defensive out on the first game? Or we could go 4-4-2 defensive. I'm going to try and have a bit of faith in these players. I want to get the old sweeper defensive out quite early. I think it's going to might be a pattern here of 4-4-2 at home, sweeper defensive away, or depending on the opposition, obviously. So we're changing a winning team already, but there we go. Talentai got an 8 on his debut. That was impressive. But it just doesn't fit this model at the moment, so Selma may as well go. So I could also play Turpin there, but Selma's had an 8 out of 10 as well, so we'd have to bring in Blamey if we do this, or use Grimming as the sweeper. Well, we have to use Grimming as the sweeper because Fontana's injured, so we'll pop Ryan into the team and Grimming will play sweeper. In the middle we have Monaco will take one of the slightly attacking roles. Where's he gone? There he is. She'll put him on the other side. So Morpheo hasn't played yet, but Carbone had a good start, so we'll play him on there. We've got a lot of 22, 23-year-olds. So we've got a lot of potential in this team. And then the central midfielder, I know we've pulled Grimming back. We'll bring Simpson in for this one. I'll stick with the same strikers. At the back, I don't think do we need another centre back? We've just changed to 4-4-2 if there's a problem, I think. Because I want to keep Talentai on the bench. Kerslake, Aloisi, Turpin is a good option now. And the new player coming in, I think we'll go for Morpheo in this one. Don't want to keep switching captains about because I'm not sure Ryan's going to play all games this season. I'm not sure Hart is either, but we'll stick with that at the moment. Passing style and Middlesbrough away. Ooh, 30-yarder. Oh, I'm watching him on corners. I'm watching him. Plenty of possession. And Parry again. Sometimes strikers just go through this phase of scoring so many. He always has a lot of chances, so even if he misses a couple, he's got a chance of scoring. But that will stop at some point. They'll struggle in front of goal, so we need the other players to chip in. Here he goes again. He's unstoppable. 4 goals and a disallowed goal in one game, one and a third games. Domination at the moment. First save of the game. Trying to get to half time with a 2-goal cushion is the target at the moment. Can't ask for more than that, can we? Burning looks settled in straight away as well. Siron in a shaky start at the end of last season. 1.5 games gone though, so premature to start judging the players. Ooh, I would have sealed it. Dugarry. Emerson, they've got some good players here, Middlesbrough. This is impressive performance by my team so far, but Middlesbrough now coming back into it. Loath to change too much. Certainly the formation's working. I'm not an advocate just finding the player on who's got the lowest score and substituting him. I think it's a bit crude. Simpson's come in and done well. Some of them have dropped. We got Turpin. We got as an option as a more defensive player. It seems well balanced at the moment. Don't really want to mess it up. Having said that, Aloisi does need to keep his appearance rate up. So, sorry, Han, you're coming off with a 6. I don't think changing the strikers doesn't alter the structure and the defensive nature of the team. Yeah, we'll give Turpin a run out, shall we? He likes a set piece as well. 77 minutes gone. I mean, if we don't win it from here, I don't think it's these substitutes that cause the issue. There you go, look, he's already in the action. Yeah, it seems to have made us play better, if anything. Oh, both substitutes involved, but it's Monaco with a final touch. This reminds me of my first season in the Premier League back in season 5, where we beat Chelsea and Arsenal in the first 2 games. We didn't stay up the top for that long though. So, not getting carried away with 2 games. Perfect start though, 2 3-0 victories. Monaco man of the match. Shock. How rude. Been in this league 2 years now. Thanks, board. Shock defeat. Send a letter into the FA. Yeah. Queen's Park Rangers in the League Cup. They're in Division 1. Quick little look at their straight side. No one worth more than £1 million, so We'll be favourites for that one. I'd like to, if we do lose, I'd like to see shock defeat come up. Thank you very much. And back to Saturday with Everton at home. The league fixtures come thick and fast. Another team with a supposedly stronger on paper, but not strong enough for me to go sweeper defensive at home, I'd say. So we'll go back to the 4-4-2, maybe 4-4-2 defensive, but not to start the game. So we'll bring back Talentire, Siren and Ryan at the back, Grimmink, Carboni, Monaco. This is basically the team that started the first game, but Ryan in for Monaco. And yeah, it's amazing when, of course, when you're winning games there, everyone's ratings are going to be higher. So that always has to be taken into account when you judge a players, how good the team are actually playing. So a very big factor. Nathan Blamey can come on the bench for this one. I know Grimmink can play sweeper, but I'd like to have a centre back in there. Simpson started well with an assist, so we'll go back to the bench we had before, basically. And Morpheo will get his chance. I mean, we've only got one injury at the moment, I'm sure more will come along. How long can we keep this run going? Well, let's see. There's our first one-on-one. It's Parry again. Oh, I thought that would be 1-0. The momentum stopped, but... And here goes again. He loves beating the offside trap, doesn't he? But twice he's forced the keeper to drop it, and twice we haven't put the rebound in. Could be critical. Here's another one. And again it's a rebound, and again it doesn't go in. That's 3 gilt-edged chances. Parry's had his shots blocked only for the rebound not to go in, so that's disappointing. But you can't have 3 goals every game, can you? Let's see if we can grind the win out. And Marshall's dropped it, and Buddy's saved the rebound. So it's a case of missed chances for both teams now. Again, I thought it was going to be another one-on-one, but... So, will Parry continue, not drop his head, and get on the score sheet? Who knows? Got some good players there, haven't they? It's not a disgrace if we draw this game. But we have got some hard away games coming up, so... Got to try and get the victory. This one. We've had the better chances so far. And another one-on-one, this time Hull, and it's a goal. Right, we have got to get back defending this because Everton are a strong team, stronger than Coventry, I think. As it stands, we'll stick with what we've got. one-on-ones we've had in this game. 5 of them. Oh, Sellers, come on. What's wrong with these corners now? Right, keep an eye on this. I don't think we've made a substitute. We've made 2 subs in the last game. So we haven't made substitutes in every game, but we only made a couple of late ones in the last one, and the other 2 have been for injuries. Yeah, let's hope this is not a bad injury. I can't remember what that said, if it was stretchered off or can't continue. I know who I'm bringing on. I'm just going to bring Simpson on. Just trying to work out who's going to take the direct free kicks. Is Carbone up for it? Not really. Just give it a Salamis, can we? Try Carbone on corners. Certainly not Talentire or Withers. Wonder whether we go defensive. Let's just see what happens. Same conundrum we had last time against Coventry. Basically, if we're playing well. Another one-on-one, another one for Parry, and he still didn't put it in. But you can't score 2 goals every game, can you? Let's see how these corners work out. Not any better, is it? Another chance. Another goes begging. We really should have put this game to bed. If we can keep it up that end of the pitch. We've got a bit of injury time. Oh no. Oh, I thought that was in. Injury time. 3 points. Whew. That would have been cruel. Gareth Boff, Boo, whatever his name is. We deserved the points. So we're knocked off the top thanks to Chelsea's scoring spree. We're 3 games, 3 wins, none conceded. Can't complain, can we? Two weeks. One of our best players, so 2 weeks is a lot of matches at this time of the season. Manchester City. The bids are going to be coming in soon for our good players. Ryok has no clause, but then he's not one of our top players. He's decent standing. He's a young player as well, only 21. So, yeah, we've got players who've got them blooming clauses. Grimmick not, thankfully. I'm just seeing whether we can, while we're top of the league, we might be able to offer one without no clause, but that's not happening at the moment. No, I don't think they're going to change for a bit. Arsenal away, and they've made a good start. And I don't think we really need to do this, but we know that they're full of top players. Shearer's still sitting on the bench as he has been for about 3 years. And Elko they bought from us, 4.4 million, hasn't played a minute yet. His value's gone down. Buy him back maybe. We had him in the 2nd tier. So we'll go with the same formation we had at Middlesbrough that was successful. Which means Talentire will drop to the bench again. No, we don't have a sweeper. 2 injuries, both sweepers. So do we play 5-3-2 defensive or 4-4-2 defensive? Yeah, I think we'll have to try 4-4-2 defensive. That's a shame, really. But we'll certainly have Blamey on the bench ready to come on. So in the middle of the park, we will have Simpson. Do we bring in? And Monaco's obviously one of our best players. He's had a brilliant start to the season. But do we bring in Turpin for this one? I think we'll just leave. We don't want to make too many changes. We've got Turpin ready to come in. We made the perfect start, so we're making changes already with our formation. I don't want to start messing with it too much. 4-4-2 defensive, though, aren't we? So yeah, get myself confused. Selamez is Talatai. I need to swap over. Talatai, Ryan, Selamez, Carbone, Simpson, and Monaco. On the bench, Blamey, Kerslake, and we see Turpin will certainly take a spot. And that leaves room for Morpheo to return to the bench. I don't know, he's going to take direct free kicks, really. I don't think we've got anybody. Have to be Selamez again. Hull is a 16, so, and he's a striker, so why not? Arsenal away. Maybe should have played 5 at the back, but we're defensive, that's the main thing. Yeah, not expecting a 4th victory, but let's see what happens. Got a corner. Oh, well, that was a good corner this time. But you've got to put them chances away if you want to win at Arsenal. And he got the second corner in as well, so made Orlando make 2 saves already. I think if we get anything from here, it's going to depend on our goalkeeper. Thought the second position we were having, we were going to do something there. Well, we've got to half time. Reasonably untroubled so far. Defence all playing well. Oh, this would be nice. Parry with another 1-on-1, and he's put it away. Where's the response? It's going to come soon. You're going to need Marshall. Get ready. Players they've got, there can't not be a response, surely. Good foul. Tactical foul there. And he's headed it out as well. Do they need some help with a 5th defender? I think they do. Arsenal starting to attack us. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. A 30-yarder and they got the rebound. Never mind. So I think we'll stick with what we've got at the moment. Could have done with a Marshall super display. So I think, yeah, we probably do still need this 5th defender. Can't go sweeper. We can go 5-3-2 defensive. Shame, really. Arsenal hadn't done a lot up to then. He's made a good save there. Okay, so we're going to play this. We'll have Simpson in the holding role. So with this, you've got these sort of attacking players, really. I think Turpin could come on because he's more of a central player. We'll leave Carboni where he is. Actually, we won't. We'll need a centre back as well, don't we? So Blamey will come on for Carboni. Oh dear. Yeah, this is where we need Marshall. Defending. Okay, a few cards, but worth it. Under the cosh now, we're really hanging on for a point. That's the goalkeeper, isn't it? What's he doing up there? Three to go. Oh, 90th minute, a must score, and that's the usual outcome from a must score. Full time, a good point that. Probably a well-earned point in the end. Arsenal were the better side after overall, but some good goalkeeping, defensive scores. Not a lot of service for the strikers, presumably, but Parry took the chance when it came along, and will certainly take that draw. And the board agree. And we've gone back to the top, with Chelsea must have lost. They didn't play, so I'm sure they'll take that. We've got Arsenal and Liverpool. I don't know how long we're going to keep this up, but enjoy it while we can. Fontana's back. Oh, we knew this was going to happen. I pointed this out at the start of the season. There's nothing we can do. We've spent 2.6 million pounds on a player. For some reason, his value drops. He's played 8 out of 10 in 3 games, and now the likelihood is he's going to Arsenal. Oh God, Sunderland are offering us players. Of course, we've got him on the list. He's in their first team. I think that would be. He's on our list, so. I don't know whether to accept that. If we refuse it, they might remove Locke from the. Are they valuing Locke at his value? Yeah. They might remove him from the deal. I don't really know. Let's consider it and then refuse it. Meanwhile, there's no way we're going to be able to. Let's offer him a bigger contract anyway. I don't know if that will help. We've not got that much money to offer, to be honest. What's he on at the moment? 4-4. Yeah, we better not offer him less than he's on at the moment. I think that would be a mistake. Well, that's a shame, isn't it? If that does happen, but we wouldn't have signed him if we didn't have that clause, so. I don't know if, I think we got him on. We used the clause to get him. The Tribunal fixed that big fee. I bet they won't fix it the same when he leaves. Okay, £3,000 he wants, does he now? Okay. Yeah, these club release scores. Getting done over here, aren't we? He's got the Sunderland. Oh, we got our replacement straight away. 1.3 million. I mean, that's incredible. And we had him for 2 games. And when we bought him from Stoke, that wasn't a Tribunal. I don't think, unless they put a T on it. No, it wasn't a Tribunal. That was our but that was their valuation. Okay, so we've got a new left back, Dean Locke. He was in the Sunderland side, so not a disaster, but yeah. Oh, I can't get over that. Look at that, he just halved in value after 3 games. 3 excellent games. Sunderland have done us there. What can you do? You're in that position. That's the thing with getting young players. That's going to happen. Manchester United away, and they've had a dreadful start by the looks of it. They could field a full 11 of players better than nearly all of ours. Right, have we got a sweeper? Fontana, has he built his energy up? Not really, no. 72. I think we're going to have to go 4-4-2 again. It did well at Arsenal, so Manchester United are not started so strongly. So, yeah. Could play Turpin on the left. I don't like playing defensive left midfielders on the left in a 4-4-2. Or we could play, I think we'll give Locke a debut. I don't want to mess the team about too much. Fontana could put him on the bench, but 72%. So if that risks him getting injured again, I don't know. So we'll bring him in for the next game. Yeah, we'll go with that. Michael Owen, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, this might be our first defeat, but that's a bit of a negative attitude. Let's see. They should beat us. And they're starting much stronger than Arsenal did against us. Yeah, it's total domination at the moment. Goalkeeper keeps us in it. No, it's just going to be 1-0 at any second now. He's done it again. Can we weather this storm? I think. We're just not creating anything on the break. Parry only needs 1 chance sometimes. Well, we've stifled them since that spell. There'll be another one come along, I'm sure. Yeah, and Parry on a 5-0 getting up the forward men, is it? But we're level, so. Well done, Siron. Hanging in there. Oh, it's just about to make a sub. Oh, he smothered it. Well done. And they're bringing on a sub. Neville for Neville. Yeah, Locke's not really. Locke's on a 6. He's the defender. He's not on a 7. So I'm going to bring Salames back to left back and bring on Turpin for Locke. I'm going to give Aloisi a chance up front, but not at this moment. I'm just going to let that sink in, and we may go 5 at the back if they're still attacking us. Oh, Marshall, that's the second time you've done that. He saved himself. Wow. Oh, he's just a star man now, isn't he? He needs some help. And again, I think we're going to have to bring on a 5th defender, see if we can ease the pressure somehow. Monaco, Carbone. I know Carbone's doing better in this game, but I don't think you can just take the lowest score off. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'll put Turpin there, and have Monaco and Carbone as the sort of outlets in midfield, and then we'll bring on Blamey for Salamis, and that leaves us with no one who can take a set piece, but Turpin can. He's on a 5 at the moment. Doesn't make much difference yet. Just getting blitzed. He can't keep doing that, surely. God, this would be an absolute smash and grab if we scored from this. Never mind. It's just 10 minutes. Can we keep them out? Nuno Gomez. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I mean, they deserve it. They've been far the better team, but 81 minutes is a bit cruel. We're going to have to try and go forward now, aren't we? 4-4-2. Oh, I spent a lot of time on this tactics in this game. It's not going to come to much at the moment. Ryan's done well, but yeah, we'll take Siren off. A real left back now, so Turpin can go there. We've got one left-sided player, haven't we? So yeah, we'll keep the centre back at left back. That's all right. It's probably going to result in a second goal, but nothing to lose. No, that's a shame. First defeat of the season, but I mean, look at that. Can't complain. Can't complain. Manchester United just how are they at the bottom, really? Or near the bottom. So there we are, 5th place, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. We'll get one more game in for this episode. Getting plenty of call-ups now. You should really just check the transfer market in case someone's gone up. James McDonald's torn his groin. He's out for 3 months. Okay. Well, it could have been worse because he's not in the team at the moment. Look at these players, look. Just dangling there. Don't really know how much money I've got. There's certainly no one abroad really wants to come, do they? Got enough centre midfielders, haven't we? Maybe left back or right back still, maybe, if there's someone about. let's just plod on with the last game, which is Villa at home and their second. This really is a tough start. We'll be even if we lose this game, and it'll be 3 without 1 point in 9. It's still a good start because the teams we've played, those 3 victories have made it a good start. Look at their squad, they're pretty much better than us, aren't they? They've made a really good start, but they have lost the last game. Oh, that's us. Yeah, 4 wins, 100% away from home. Fontana's fit now, only just really 78. Still prefer to put him on the bench, but we've got to go with the side that won both home games, I think. Just 4-4-2. That's a bit of a risk against Villa, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Now, I'm going to persist with Locke because I'd rather play players in their correct position. And Turpin can play left midfield, but I prefer him in the centre if he's a defensive player, especially as we're 4-4-2 and not 4-4-2 defensive, so we'll keep Locke in there for now. Ryan's made a good start to the season, so has Cyron, so we'll stick with them two in defence. Simpson, Carboni is injured. How's he out for? I didn't even notice that. Bruised head, he'll be alright. So if we're going to play a right hand side player, it's going to have to be Milosevic or Morfeo. So Morfeo's next in line, I think. Monaco, Hull, Parry. And on the bench we'll have Fontana, Kerslake, Eloise, Turpin and Milosevic, which is obviously an illegal lineup. So Eloise did well on the time when he got an assist when he came on. I think we'll just have to go 3 in midfield if we have an issue with our right midfielder, because I want to keep Eloise on the bench. And we could play Linton, but he's only 18. And we might be better covering the right back spot. Amazing, a couple of injuries and suddenly you're thinking, have I got enough players? So Rioch will pop into that last spot. I'm happy with that. This is not going to be an easy game. Can our momentum from our first 2 home games take us in? Well, that's a good start. No card. Have I put the right penalty taker in? No, Parry's missed. Hull and Parry have both missed penalties. Hull at the end of last season. That's a shame. No card and no goal. This has gone wrong, isn't it? It's gone wrong. So you can't go defensive now, really, can we? Sure. Yeah, it's just one of those games. It's just not going our way. We're in the game though, even though we're losing, we're in this game. You can't expect to score the chances we did in the first 2 games each time, but we've just got to hang in there and try and get a result out of it. It seems like at both ends, even though we're playing very well, at both ends it's just not happening. Disappointing, yeah. I mean, we can't get defensive now. Got to hit the target. We've got options on the bench. Let's see what happens. I think we'll stick with the same formation. Possibly go 5-3-2. We're playing okay. More attacking. A 5-3-2 might suit us. Bring Fontana on. I think a 5-3-2 might suit us actually. If things don't change pretty soon. Yes, nothing's happening at the moment, is it? Okay, so how are we going to play this one? I think Locke's still struggling a bit on the left. So I'm bringing Turpin on for Locke. No, I'm not. What am I doing? I've got Salamis still in there. He's having a decent season so far. Right, let me get this right. So if we put Salamis there and Simpson in there, then we can bring on Fontana for Locke. I think I would also change Hull. I know they're not got, he's played well so far, but Eloise is the man for that role at the moment so far, so I don't leave as many direct free kick players, but you don't get many of them. I'm thinking of bringing Turpin on as well as a third sub if this is not doing much. Yeah, and it isn't doing much, is it? Oh dear, it just seemed like a game that was never going to win, whatever we did. That's a bit of a shock. Oh dear, Fontana's on a 4, which is a bit of a shame. I'll stick Turpin in a position he likes. Hopefully he likes this. Yeah, whatever we do is not working here. So if we missed the penalty in the first minute, set the tone. Well, we've got one back. Barry makes up for his missed penalty. I think we ought to just go all out attack for the rest of the game. Probably lose 3-1, but we're losing 2-1 anyway. We're trying to build Desai on. You never know. Been moaning that we're never going to win this game, but good corners. Oh, that would have stolen a point, but We haven't seen the name Betterton come up enough in this. Wow, we've got lots of chances to do it there. But in the end, to no avail. So 3 wins and then a draw and 2 defeats. But I think we've had a tough start. So, okay, we were top, now we're 8th. But I think we can come again in this league when we get some different fixtures. It was tough. Man United, Arsenal, Middlesbrough away. That's 4 good points from those 3 games. Pity about that Villa game, really. It just felt like we were never going to win it. We've got Barnsley away next, so then some cup games. So some good games to look forward to. I think we can collect some points. Obviously Newcastle will be tough. So I hope you enjoyed that episode. The first episode of season 7. A really good start. And see you again for the next episode. Thanks for watching.